G'day everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Linda. Welcome back to part 4 of our bracelet that we've been working on over the last few days, week or so. Few days to a week. So this is where I'm up to with the bracelet. Just turn that back over. Okay, so I've come down to the end. And what I've decided was where I have this hole here, I thought this would be a fantastic place to put the button closure. I wasn't thinking of that originally. That was just going to be part of the design. But when I looked at it, I thought that would be absolutely perfect there to place the button there and then use this as part of the closure. So I've gone back through and reinforced all of that so it's nice and firm and it won't fall apart. And I didn't mention a button closure in the beginning. I've decided I'm going to use one of these fire polished Picasso buttons. It's a shank button on the back there, if you can see. It's got the hole through it. So it's just a little hibiscus flower, and I thought the colour actually blended in very, very well with the beachy theme, as well as it being a hibiscus flower. Okay, so that will come along a bit later. So what we're going to do now is work up the sides here, come up and decorate the top. So I finished the edge off down here, so that looks nice there. So now we're just going to add a few beads. Get my needle sorted here. So you just choose whatever colour you like, whatever size bead you like. I wouldn't go with 6/0s or the 6/0s. I wouldn't go with those down the bottom there. They're a bit too bulky for underneath your wrist. So I'm going to start with just some of the white. I'm just going to pick up a few, just decide where I want to go in, where I want to come out of rather, or go into and come out of. A few more, maybe 2. Bring those down to the work. So I hope you're all enjoying this video on this bracelet. If you haven't seen part 1, 2 and 3, I'll leave a link down below for you to check up with those, and you can get started on your bracelet if you haven't already done that. I'm going to add one more in. I'm going to come through this first turquoise bead here. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to add, some of my 15/0s in the turquoise. I need a few more than that. Bring those down to the work. Just see where they land and if I like the look of it. One more. And I'm going to come out of this white bead here. Now here I'm just going to peyote a little bit, I think. I'll just do the white again. So I'm going to come up through that bead there. Excuse me. Coming out of there. Yep, just going to go through that next one. Popping that down into place. It's going to stick up a little bit, but we can come back through and fix that up. And here, I'm just going to peyote again using the same colour. Actually, I might, I'm going to bring in some of the silvery blue colour. So you'll have to get used to me. I change my mind all the time. This is, as I said, I'm not following a pattern. I'm just making this up as I go along. So I might say something 1 minute and the next minute change my mind. Or it could even be a second. More likely a second with me. I'm going to come up through this dark blue 11/0 sticking out there. Pull that nice and tight. Now here I can add something in here. Just going to add a couple of, I'm going to add the silvery blue, and then I'm going to grab a couple of my drop pearls. I've got 3 of those at the moment. Just seeing where they sit, if I have to add a bead on the end. I might just add one of the little 15/0s just to fill in the small gap. And come up through this 8/0 there. And I just have to pause for a second. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back with you. So we've come up there with the 3 drop pearls on the side there through this 8/0 after it. So I'm just going to work my way up through these 8/0s. Okay, now I'm going to do here. Might add in a little bead or something, I think. No, I'm just going to come through this 11/0, the silvery blue coloured 11/0 there. And the next silvery blue one there. I'm going to peyote these in the same colour, the dark blue, in the 11/0. One more. Okay, now we've come up to this section here and I wanted to build this up a little bit. So I want to add something in there. Nothing too big. Just, let me have a look here, see what I've got. I might go with a couple of fire polish crystals, these ones here. So I'm going to add in, just choose a colour, any colour, doesn't matter what you pick. Got an 8O, two of the crystals, just seeing how that comes up there. Yeah, that's going to fit in nicely through this accent bead here. Yes, I like the look of that. Then I'm going to, got a bit of a gap there, so I'm just going to add in an 8O through that 8O sticking out there. Okay, now I'm going to peyote this little bridge that we have here. So I need to come through one of the 15 O's first. Oh, it's got my stomach again. Every time I get on here, my stomach wants to do that. I'm just deciding whether I want to keep peyoting down that bridge, which you can do, or do I want to come across? Yeah, I think I'll come across. So here I'm going to add in a couple of whites, I think, just to break it up a little bit. So I've got 3 of those. I might add in a 6O here in the just deciding whether I want to do it in the teal or the white. I think I'll do it in the white. Okay, and then some more of the white 11 O's. Doesn't matter how many, just wherever you feel you want it to fit into, how big you want your bridge, or whether you don't want a big bridge, if you just want it to come in fairly tight to the work. Totally up to you. You just choose what you like. Okay, it's going to come into this one here sticking out. I'm just going to peyote down these in the silvery blue colour. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Change my mind. I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to do the sea green in the 11-O's, picking up a few of those. Just enough, I'm going to come along enough that I can come into this bead here. So I need to pick up some more of the sea green. Bringing those down to the work. There's a couple too many on there for how I want it to look. You can have it looking any way you want. So I'm going to take 3 of those off. I took 1 too many off. Okay, out of this blue one, the little 15-0 sticking out there. Okay, this one I'm just going to peyote 1 little 15-0 in there. And another one. And then 2. There's bit of a gap there into that last little one sticking out here. Now you could have changed that up where I added the 2 in. You could have put in an 8-0 if you wanted to, or a 11-0, a couple of 11-0s maybe might have fitted in there. All right, now this one here, I'm going to do another bridge, and I'm going to do that in the 15-0s in the turquoise. A few more. Probably 2 more on that. And then through that silvery blue one sticking out there on the edge. So I think you're getting the idea of what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to keep going all the way down to the bottom, and yeah, I'll come back when I get down to the bottom here. All right, I'll see you all soon. Okay, I'm back. So I said I'd meet you back on this side here, coming up here, but all I did here was I've just gone through all of these beads, just passed through them, added this turquoise bead into the gap that I had there, and I'm coming up this side here. So what I've decided to do is I'm just going to let you continue on doing what we did down this side here, adding in whatever you like to add in along the line until we come back up here to our focal bead here, and then we'll add some more embellishment along this side. So I'll come back to you when I'm ready to start doing that. All right, yeah, I just don't want this video to go on forever. and yeah, hold you up too long. All right, so I'll see you shortly. Okay, I'm back. So I've come up to the area where I want to embellish it a little bit more. I've added on one of the 15 O's in a turquoise, 3 of the little pearl drop beads. And I'm going to come over and go through this dark blue 11O underneath the crystal. Pulling in tight. I'm going to go through the crystal. And here I'm going to add I'm going to go with a 6O in the turquoise, an 8O in the pale, not in this, sorry, this one's the teal, then the turquoise, then another 6O in the teal, I'm going to come through this white 6O here, pull it tight, and yeah, I'm going to add something across there. So I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to pick up an 11O in the dark blue, and no, I'm not going to do the dark blue. I'm going to do a turquoise in the 8O, and then a little accent bead, a blue triangle accent bead. Just lay those down and see what they look like. Yes, I like that. And then I'm going to add 3 more, I think, of the pearl teardrops. See where they lie. And to get where I want to go, I'm going to need 1 more bead, so I'm just going to pick up a white one and come up through this bead here, sticking out on the side. So you mightn't have one sticking out there, but you know, you just add on or take away till you can come to a place where you can bring it all through comfortably, so it all looks nice. Okay, so now we're just going to continue down this side here, just adding bridges and accent beads, whatever you think looks nice. Okay, I'm going to do a couple of the 11 O's in the dark blue and come through this bead here sticking out. I think I had 4 beads, 4 of the dark blue 11 O's on there then. Then I can add quite a big bridge here if I want to, or a small, yeah, I'll go a little bit smaller. I'm going to use some of the 8 O's in the aqua, these ones. Bring those down, see where they lie. That would fit nicely into that little bead there sticking out, little 15O. These dark blue 15-0s are so hard to see, especially when it's a gloomy day here. There we go, I think. Yep. Okay, in here you could add some accent beads with a bridge as well. So I don't know if I've shown you one of those yet. Okay, what colour to use? I think I'll use some of the sandy coloured. I've got 4 there to start with. Lay that down and just choose something here. Don't know if I want a big crystal rondelle there. Maybe one of the round ones. Or 2 of the bicones. Yeah, I think, yeah, I'll go 2 of the bicones. I just want something small on the sides. So 2 of the aqua or turquoise. I think they're more aqua in colour. And I'm just deciding whether I want to go here or I want to go there. I think I just want to go here to this first one, so I'm just going to add a couple more of the sandy coloured. You can change that up, you can do a different colour on the other side if you want. It's all up to you. Okay, coming through that bead. Now deciding what I want to do here. I'm just going to add a couple of, might go the silvery blue, just to brighten that up a little bit next to the dark blue there. I've got 3 on to start with in the 11-0s. Now that'll fit in nice. Come out of that dark blue one sticking out there. I think I mentioned in the previous part of this, part 3, that we're doing this to cover up the sides of your beads where you can see the, you know, where your thread goes in along there. So this just covers it up, and, well, I mean, it's not just for that reason. It's also adding a bit of interest. In here I'm just going to add a few of the little 15-0 turquoise. I could have just gone through this 6-0 here if I wanted to and come out through that bead there, but this is just going to add a bit more interest on the side. So what I got there, 5 I think to start with. Just all these little hints along the way, little tips. It doesn't matter if that's a little bit too long, because you can just make that a little bridge. See, now that looks nicer than if I had just gone through that bead there. Just adding a bit more interest. Now here, we're down to the end of the bracelet, so I don't really want to add any gems or anything that could get broken. So I'm going to add in a couple of the aqua. Maybe just 2 of those. Yeah, through that little sea green bead there sticking out. Now I could just do a sea green bead in here if I wanted to, or I could add something else. So I think I'll add something else. What will I add? I think I'll add one of the 8/0s in the teal. And just come up through that sea green. You're not getting away, get back there. Okay, now just a small bridge here. And I'm going to do that in the, what colour will I use? I think the white. Got 5 beads on there, I think I might need a few more than that. I can usually eyeball it pretty good. Might need 2 more. Up through the little 15/0 turquoise bead. Okay, now what we're going to do here is just go through all these beads on the end, come back up this side here and start embellishing these along here by peyoteing. Yeah, pretty much what you can't peyote, just pass through. So I'll leave you there till we come back up to this part here again, to the center part. Okay, I'll see you soon. Okay, I'm back. So I've come up to this area here around the focal bead, and I've decided I don't want to go out any wider. The bracelet as it is getting quite wide now. So I'm just going to add a few of the little 15/0s in the turquoise. I've got 4 there at the moment. Yeah, and I'm just going to pass through these crystals. Tightening those up. And then I think that might be all I'll do there. I'm just going to pass through this accent bead here. Yeah, and then just continue down, building your peyote in that. If you come to an area that you don't want to, or just for something different, not necessarily you don't want a peyote, I would definitely peyote these here. But this bridge here, you might just want to leave it the way that it is. In that case, you just go all the way back through the beads that you already have there, just to reinforce them. I'd peyote there again, and I'd peyote that one. Actually, all of those, I'm going to peyote all of those, but you might come across an area like, let me see here if I got one. Yeah, just a small area like this one here. I think, no, I like that the way it is. Just pass through those beads and yeah, leave it as a straight line just for something different, a little bit more interest. So I'll continue on until we get down to the bottom, and then yeah, we've only got the other side then left to do. So actually, I'll meet you back. I'm going to peyote all the way around, pass through whatever beads, and I'll meet you back when I come to the end, and that will save some time on this video. All right, I'll see you soon. Hi, I'm back. Okay, I've finished the bracelet. I have peyote where I wanted to peyote around the outside. The only thing I have left to do is add on the button, which I will do later. And one more thing I wanted to tell you. Now, what was that? Oh yes, okay, the bead in the center. Now, as it is at the moment, the bead is still quite loose. This bead has 2 sides to it, so that's the side I've chosen to show up there. but I could easily turn that over. So if you have a bead that has two nice sides on it, you can do that. If you prefer the bead to be more stable, choose your side, whichever side that you like. So that's your front side. So on your back side, all you would do would be weave through with some thread, come up to an edge here, add some beads, go over, loop through on these beads, and go back and forwards a couple of times on that to tighten it up so that your bead stays exactly where you want it to stay. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know it's been 4 parts, but I've enjoyed doing this bracelet, so hopefully you will as well. I just wanted to tell you about upcoming videos that I have coming. I'm working on a earring design at the moment, which I think is looking really, really beautiful. I'm not going to show that to you now, obviously. I'll show it to you when I've finished it. But, yeah, just to show you something else that I've done recently, which is a pendant. If I hold that up there, you might be able to see it a bit better. So this is the type of thing. This is just a bead. It's not a cabochon. So it's drawn from top to bottom. And it's just, yeah, woven on like that with a bail at the top that you can thread a chain through, a leather thong, or a beaded. If you wanted to do a beaded chain, you could do that. But yeah, that's something that we've got coming up. So if you're interested in that, please keep watching my channel. If you haven't subscribed to it yet, please subscribe so that you get notifications when new videos come out. And if you hit the like button, that'd be great. Yeah, if you've got any questions or anything like that, any comments that you want to make about anything, it doesn't matter what it is, you can just pop that down the bottom. And in the show more section down the bottom, I will leave links to part 1, 2, and 3 of this bracelet that we've just completed. So, yeah, I'd love to hear from you, whether you enjoyed this tutorial or not. Yep, that's pretty much all I've got to say, and I'll see you in the next video. Everybody have a good one, and yeah, see you soon. All right, bye-bye, everyone.